Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here, and today I'm starting a new career with Stoke City, but it's probably not going to be like a regular career. I'm like testing a unique tactic, so it might not go how I plan, or it may do very fantastic. You just got to see. And why I'm starting this one, I basically thought I'm still going to do Arsenal and all that kind of thing. I'm not cancelling any other careers like people always say, but what I have two FIFA careers. So, and I started with Football Manager. I enjoy Football Manager more just because of how it plays. A fantastic game, and it's not like scripted. Well, it kind of be scripted, but it's just more fun to play. Yeah, it's just like the kind of style of game I like. Sometimes FIFA, I get bored with it, how it plays, and management style games. That's what I really enjoy playing, and a Football Manager even, of course, even like it even more. So, but this is going to be. It's kind of a testing career, testing a unique tactic and how I do it from the start, and sometimes it goes badly, and I think people may be interested in that to see how I develop a tactic, how I make changes to it depending on my results and that kind of thing. But first off, I'll start off with the signings that I made. So I'll go to Transfer Centre. I'll do the confirmed ones that the players have gone out, and these are basically almost. I made these decisions based on the tactic that I want to go with, which you'll see in a second after this. But first sale we got Cameron Jerome sold to Celtic for 5 million. I think that's a pretty good deal. For me, he's not that clinical enough for a striker. 11 finishing, 10 composure. To me, that's not good enough, and I find off the ball a very important attribute for a striker. And 11, that's not probably good enough for Premier League level. And then we got out on loan to Sheffield Wednesday. We got Florent Covelair, I think he's pronounced. He's a definite prospect. As a centre mid or attacking mid, just got to see how he develops. See his report here, 3.5, potential to be a good Premier Division central midfielder in the future, so he could be a prospect for us. Just got to see how he develops out at Sheffield Wednesday this season. And then Dean Whitehead sold to Norwich City for 4 million, which I think is a pretty good deal considering he's aging, and we sold him more than his value, and he got injured straight away when he went, so that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. He won't really be in action for a couple months, so that's a very good deal. And plus, we got quite a few other centre mids and defensive mids, and also Cameron Jones. He's very similar to Peter Crouch. So we sold him to Swansea for 5.5 million, which I think was a great deal. A bit below his value, but to me, he's not a great finisher like Premier League level. He's like 9 finishing. That's nowhere near what you really need for a striker, in my opinion, at least Premier League level. Like, he doesn't really, when he's on those one-on-one situations, he doesn't really finish it. He's good in the air, I know that for sure, but one-on-one situations, yeah, he's not really that confident. So now we're moving. I was very happy to sell 14.5 million, and then we spent 15 million on these players here. First off, this guy here, Marco Torsaleri, I think he's pronounced. He's from Argentina. We're getting some Argentinian players. I actually have a lot of South American players that I added South American players because I definitely want to get those kind of players into my team. But this guy, I think he was at Metalist. I'm not sure what kind of team that's in the Ukraine league. Yeah, Metalist. I just have him on loan. If you see the loan details right here, we got him on loan contracts. 50% of his wages, as you can see somewhere around here. But I'm not sure if it says it or not. But we got him on a monthly fee, paying 35k each month to Metalist, but also we have an agreed price of 3 million. So if he does well, if he performs well for us, we can sign him for 3 million anytime throughout the loan period this season. So so far he's doing well, and his value's at 3.9 million, and he was transfer listed as well. But then they changed it to a different role, so we may be able to get him lower than his value if he does well for us. And then next, we signed I thought we really needed another wide player on the left side, and the opportunity arose to sign Marek Cech, who obviously used to play in the Premier League with West Brom, so definitely has that Premier League experience and can speak English, which is very important, so he can come in and do a job straight away. As you can see with his attributes, he's a bit older than I normally like to sign players, but when I think about it, with a team that's going to be expected to come around mid-table, you do need to sign those experienced players and not just go with young future potential players. You need some players that can do the job, and he's very versatile as well. In our formation, we play with a left wing back, so he can play that position. Also a left left forward or left winger. So he can play that as well because he's very good going forward, good crossing, good dribbling. He's good with the ball but can tackle as well. So hopefully he can make an impact for us. But then the big signing, Lucas Romero from Velez. We're getting a couple players from that team. Very young player, only 18. He can play centre mid or defensive mid. Teaching him to play a right midfielder as well because that's a position we use. But look at these mental attributes for an 18-year-old. I would imagine those, they naturally grow as you get older, but they're so high already. Not bad technically for an 18-year-old and physically as well. A very good fitness, stamina, that kind of thing. So he could be potentially a beast with 5-star report. And also had touted as the next Osvaldo Diaz, but I'm not sure who he is. But obviously he's very strong. He's a left-footed player. And yeah, he's got good strength, good passing ability. And yeah, he doesn't have much negative stuff about him. Like the only things you really expect to be low, like if you see here, penalty taking, long throws, heading, free kick taking. Those are not that important. Finishing as well for a centre mid. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. And he's come in. He made a good impact already off the bench. 6.9 rating. That's not a bad result off the bench. So those are transfers in already. But we've made some over. We're getting some players that's going to join in January. First off, Emmanuel Parry. He's probably not going to be good enough, but we send him out on loan anyway. Or we're trying him to send him out on loan. He's wanted by a club, and he's under a transfer bid as well. But again, another player from Velez, Augustin Alione. He's only 17. He's going to turn 18 in the 28th of October. So obviously that will mean he joins in January. I'm really excited about his potential as well. Like I said, we don't play a right winger. We play a right midfielder. And to me, being an attacking player that's not that strong, having 8 marking already, 8 strength, that's not bad for just an attacking-minded player. So he could do okay as a right midfielder, but I probably will also train him to a attacking midfielder there. If you go attacking midfielder, we play with, if you go midfielder here, we advanced playmaker in attack. He's got very key attributes. Off the ball, that's important. Flair, creativity, anticipation, dribbling, first touch, passing, technique as well. Those are all his key attributes. And dribbling 14 and technique 14, I would expect him being only 17. I'd expect those attributes to grow into 17s and 18s in his peak. So he definitely could become a prospect. And for me, if there was any other Argentinian player in the game that could be the next Messi, this guy definitely has the potential. Just need to get him on the right training and that kind of thing. And he could become close. But his balance is probably not as good as Messi. But he probably, out of any Argentinian young player that I've seen in the game so far, I had a little bit of check to find out, and he could definitely, he has the potential to be that. He just needs to get the right training, and hopefully he can grow. Obviously, probably not as good as Messi, but definitely if he can get close to that, he'll be a great player for us. And then we got this 16-year-old Brazilian player who's not going to join us until actually the next year in January 2014, but he's definitely a prospect as well. Renan Donizete, I think it's pronounced. Again, a very good attacking midfielder. Got very high technical attributes for a 16-year-old. And he's going to grow, hopefully. And he's dubbed the new Mario Sergio. Obviously, he used to be a player who played for Brazil, but not often, really. Just 8 caps. But when you know a player, he's touted to be a player of the past. He definitely has the potential. 4.5 stars. So, like I said, he's got very good technical attributes. So, and we only signed him at, signed him for 375k, and with that, he had the minimum fee release clause of 375k. So, with the new update, there may be some players with that, and he's definitely one of them. So, I'm not sure if you know about him already, but he's one I found, and you can get him for really cheap, 375k. So, if you don't know about him, definitely, no matter what team you are, you should really try to pick him up. It will be a great signing for a mid-table team like Stoke City. And then Ronnie, this is another guy we get on a free transfer, another Brazilian. But he's a bit more experienced, but has the potential as well. Look again, 4.5 stars. He's 20 years of age. Fantastic prospect, really. He has so much more room to grow. Right now, he's only 2.5 star, but he has potential to be 4.5 star. So he's going to grow so much more. And really, look at his attributes. He's probably good enough for our team already. So imagine if he has, like, he's 2.5 star report right now, but he has potential to be 4.5 star. So imagine how much he can grow. Another attacking mid, but also can play out wide. Probably to train him on the left side, of playing with a left winger or a left forward, a right midfielder. So just got to see what's his best role at, and I'll probably think the attacking midfielder is his best role. But again, we're getting him for free, which is a fantastic signing, seeing as he's worth 700k. So that's very good. But now I'm going to move on to our first match. Actually, I'll show you my tactic first, and then you can see the results. It's a bit unique. That's why with this series, a new way of football, I wanted to do this formation, but I wanted to do it with the hardest team possible. And Stoke, they're not really a passing team. They're just like a long ball team, and I definitely wanted to develop that with the hardest team possible. And look at this. I'm calling it total football, and really has so much more to go before before being fluid. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and it really cuts out a lot of positions in the field. When you see in the matches, when I do them live and that kind of thing, you'll see in the matches how it really cuts out the opposition, how it's good in defense, but very good counter-attacking going forward. But also, I really want to dominate with possession also, which I think it can do. It's very astute in defense. There's always heaps of players back, but on the break, it's fantastic. Unfortunately, Jonathan Walters got injured. And like you see here, we really need another attacking midfielder. We've got Charlie Adam. He's the only really natural attacking midfielder, but Jamie Ness, who Stoke signed in the off-season, so he's a definite prospect as well. And also, one guy I want to show, Breck Shea. He's fantastic. Look, I can train him to any position I want. So leave some suggestions into what position I should train him to. But also, you've got Peter Crouch and Michael Owen as the strikers, but they're getting a bit older, so maybe I should teach him to play a striker. He's definitely got the height. He's got height, pace, pretty good finishing. Like I said, he's got better finishing than the other strikers that I sold in Cameron Jerome, and the other striker we sold, Kenwyn Jones, as well. So, and he's got good penalty taking, very good passer. So he could be a prospect. The question is, where should I train him to play? Right now, I'm training him to play that left wing back, because then he can play solely on the left side, either in that left forward or left winger position, or also as a left wing back. But to me, his tackling stats isn't that great. So hopefully, so maybe I might have to play him. I might teach him to be the striker as well, because we definitely need someone to replace Peter Crouch right there, and also Michael Owen. He's getting a bit older as well, so yeah, we need like a younger prospect to come in, or someone good enough already. So I may look to sign someone, but we've done some signings already, so definitely have to wait for next season for the signings of a striker. So they're my formation right there. I should just show you through it what it's based on. A very fluid style, controlling the match I like to do, and shorter, more expressive, and it's standoff compared to pressing. So that's one of the key things to this formation. Tackling is just on default right there, and the marking. See, standoff and zonal marking, they go together. And I go float crosses. That's good having a tall striker in Crouch. Roaming, just leave it default, and we play with the deep line with those three defenders there. We try and get a bit wide. Obviously the slow tempo. I like to keep a lot of possession. We play through the middle right now, but I'm still testing it. Actually, the first match against Arsenal, which you'll see in a second, I didn't do key highlights. I went through the whole match, and really it showed some things. I'm not going to make any changes yet. I'm probably going to wait for maybe 3 or 4 games in and then make changes, but it did fantastically, as I'll show you now. Look here, 2-0 victory at home to Arsenal. And I just want to show you some key things here. Shawcross, fantastic in defence. Our defenders were superb. As you see, Jonathan Walters. As you can see, we weren't dominated in possession. As you know, Arsenal like to have most of the possession in their matches, but we had the same shots on target, so very happy with that. But another thing I like to show, in match stats, we had 2 clear-cut chances, and they had 0. So we prevented them having any really clear chances. We won a lot of tackles. Everything was about the same. And also, this formation suits having very tall, physical players like Peter Crouch as he is. As you can see, he got a 7.3 rating without getting a goal or assist, so that was great. And also, I want to go into the analysis of... I'm not sure where to go here. Is it performance? I want to show you here. Let's go on... just need to generate here, but... we dominated with shots, and when I show you the Arsenal shots, they didn't really they didn't have any clear chances. So I definitely want to show you that, but there is so much still to go. So if I go to shots here, which shot should I do here? Clear. I'm not sure which shots to do here. I'll go to Arsenal, and where are we? Shots, scoring chances. Yeah, that's what I want to go to. Let's see. they had no clear-cut chances, as I said already, but they had 2 half chances. So let's check them out now. This is their first half chance. So let's see what happens here. See all of my players back. And here they just make a cross in. And that was pretty easy for Begovic to save. Definitely a good goalkeeper in my opinion. And then number 8 here. Again, as you can see, a lot of players back. Then we have the 3 there. You have the attacking midfielder there. Then you have the 2 strikers. You got Crouch more so a bit to the right, but still pretty central. And then you got the left forward really wide to make that counter attack. And you got the attacking midfielder to make that extra space through the middle. So it's very good. And yeah, they didn't have any clear-cut chances. So now let's see our chances. First, we'll go with the half chances. And here's one here from the corner. And here, this actually, I think, yeah, what's his name? Torsaleri, yeah, he had a shot there. And also, let's see this other half chance here again from the corner. And I think this one led to the goal. Yeah, Crouch. And then you see, with Shawcross scoring there. As you'll see, I'll show it again. But as you know, Stoke dominant in the air. And that's what we showed here with Crouch and Shawcross working together very well there. So that was very good. But here, I think this was the other clear-cut chance, which led to the goal right at the end of the game in the 92nd minutes. As you can see with the counter here, working together very well with the passing right there. Kitely finding Ness with Julie finishing. But I definitely want to show that I want to show more to the lead up to that. As you can see, the corner one, obviously, you know how that panned out. But here, I want to show you how we counter-attack. This is exactly what I want to show with this formation, how it works. We get a lot of players back here. They try and get the cross in, but very good goalkeeping there by Begovic to pick it up. Then we make the counter-attack here from the keeper. We like, the basis is passing out of defense, not just kicking it forward. Looking the passing here. Great passing, as again, Kitely again, and then finds Ness, greatly finishing. And we play that out of the back, and that's what I really want to focus this formation on. But you're going to see more, because I definitely need to see how it more works. Definitely with a match against Manchester United next. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this series. It's a bit different, trying to develop a new tactic, and you're going to see me starting it from the start. So there maybe that was just a lucky start, and maybe against Manchester United. But I'm not going to judge it really on the Manchester United match, because you know it's a good, they're a fantastic team. Probably favourites with Man City in the game to win the title. So even if we lose, it's not going to be a representation on the tactic itself, because we did get that 2-1 win against Arsenal at home. And the tactic, as you know, it's still it needs a lot of improvement. So once it's fluid, I think it can be a fantastic tactic. But like I said, maybe later in the season we may go through tough times. So it's a new tactic, and I'm just testing it so far. So like I said, I want it to build, showing you it from the start, not just when I have it fully formed and when it's a fantastic tactic. I want to show you going through it from the start, and maybe me making some changes to keep making it better. So hopefully enjoy this video. Like I said, it's going to be a bit different, and hopefully you enjoy these more Football Manager videos.